Dr. Ron Paul will be coming back on a Wall Street for Main Street podcast interview on Tuesday, August 8th to help promote his Ron Paul Institute for Peace and Prosperity 2017 conference in Northern Virginia near Dulles Airport on Saturday, September 9th. So keep in mind, guys, that I will only be speaking to him for 20 minutes during the interview. So many people demand so much of him. His schedule is so busy that I only get 20 minutes. So now that I know that he's coming on in the next couple weeks, I do want to ask you guys to submit listener questions. I will ask at least one listener question for Dr. Ron Paul. It depends on the quality of the questions if I will ask more than one. Keep in mind that the last time I had on Dr. Ron Paul in May, which was the first time I've ever interviewed him, I had a bunch of other really good questions to ask him that I didn't get to ask him. So I'm not going to spend the whole interview just asking listener questions. I know a lot of you guys want me to do that, but you know, it's not like I get to interview him once a week, answer my questions as well. But I will ask at least one listener question during the interview. Hopefully we get some really good ones on either the economy, foreign policy, the Federal Reserve, Donald Trump, you know, whatever way you want to take it. And hopefully, you know, I see you guys at the next Ron Paul Institute for Peace and Prosperity Conference. I know I met a couple of you guys in person who are longtime listeners to my podcast and my channel at that conference. I think I met 2, maybe 3 of you guys who I didn't already know was coming to the conference at that last conference. So the conference is going to be, you know, a little bit more than a month from now. And it should be fun. There was some really very interesting guests last time. There was a former CIA agent, Phil Giraldi, there, blowing the whistle on the CIA and how they interfere in the mainstream media with the CNN and Washington Post and New York Times. And, you know, of course, Ron Paul, you got to, there was a long line for Ron Paul for autographs and pictures and stuff. And I didn't wait in that line, but I did get to hear Dr. Ron Paul speak live in person for almost 40 minutes, and that was pretty incredible. So hopefully you guys will tune in for the next Dr. Ron Paul interview, submit some questions underneath this short little video, and maybe even I'll see some of you guys in Northern Virginia at the Ron Paul Institute conference. Wall Street for Main Street needs your help. YouTube stole $7,200 from Wall Street for Main Street in annualized YouTube AdWords revenues, and they kneecapped our analytics down by more than 80% across the board since September 2016 with their new censorship algorithms to stop the rapid growth of our channel. That was money we could have used to upgrade our website, pay bills, and invest in improving our content and growing our business. Our audience of loyal listeners is all over the globe and so large now that if most or all of our listeners were to commit to donating $1 to $5 each month to our Patreon account, we could easily meet our goal on Patreon. Wall Street for Main Street also accepts one-time donations on our main wallstreetformainstreet.com website. That's WALLSTFORMAINST.com website via PayPal, Gold Money, or Bitcoin. We also accept donations of physical precious metals that can be mailed to us. Thanks to all listeners who have already made a donation, and thanks in advance to any listeners who make a future donation or contribution to the growth, improvement, and success of Wall Street for Main Street.